Hey guys! So I haven't done a video in a while because I've been going through my own transformations and needed a lot of rest, as I'm sure a lot of you can understand. There's been a ton of energy coming in, both from solar flares and from all of these sort of energetic gateways we've been going through recently. And something really interesting that's been happening that I wanted to do a reading on tonight is that we are in this massive tunnel of Aquarian energy. Like if we thought we were in the age of Aquarius before, now it's for certain. You know what I mean? We were under the Aquarius sun. We just had a new moon in Aquarius. Pluto moved into Aquarius and it's going to be there for most of the rest of this year, briefly back into Capricorn, and then we'll stay in Aquarius until like 2044. So we're going to be here for a while. But yeah, the sun just had the moon, Mercury, Pluto. Today, Mars went into Aquarius, and on Friday, Venus is joining in Aquarius, all before we move into Pisces season. So we are in this huge pool of Aquarian energy. We're inside the jug of the water bearer. And I bet a lot of you are feeling it and kind of wondering what sort of change, what sort of transformation we're heading for. All of this Aquarian energy is basically like forward looking, futuristic, humanitarian, what's best for the collective versus what's best for the individual. We're thinking as a hive, we're thinking as a community, and we're thinking about how we can change things up, shake things up, because it's also a very rebellious energy. Saturn is the ruler, but so is Uranus, the planet of trickery, shaking things up, genius, sudden and transformative change. So it's exciting. I'm actually really excited about all of this energy and where we're going. So I pulled 3 cards just to kind of get more information for all of us, for the collective, about what this energy is doing to us right now, what we're going through with all of these planets aligning in first degree Aquarius. So I got my alchemical deck out because I figured this is about processes and change. This will help. The first card is darkening. Now, this is an undertaking. This means that there's been a lot of change happening already. Like fire has touched us, and now everything is blackened, everything is turned to ash. We're in the middle of we're in the middle of being burned down and smelt. We're being made into something new right now. So right now we're in the process of darkening. We've been through a lot of transformation already, and now we're healing. We're waiting in the dark. We're going deeply inward into the unconscious, into our personal underworlds, basically into the shadows that live within us. This is where change occurs. This is that dark place where you turn inward, you look at everything that you've been through, what made you you, what you want to keep, what you can discard going forward. So the darkness is a beautiful place to be if you want positive change. So the second card next to the darkening, giving us a little more information about what we're doing, is Mercury. So Mercury is a trickster. Uh, a lot of this change might feel like bad luck almost. But when I have Mercury involved in whatever transformation I'm going through, which he always is, things that seem like bad luck are actually blessings. They're good luck. They're lessons. It's a trick. It's making us into a fool so we can laugh at ourselves and see where we've been idiots and what we might need to do a little bit better. This is also about communication, about how we communicate with ourselves and those around us, and messages that we receive from spirit. So when we're in the darkness, waiting to hear, we receive messages from the divine that'll help us move forward. And the last card, that's sort of the underlying theme of both of these, mortification or death, decay. But this is a very beautiful thing. This is what we're undergoing with the darkening process. Is part of us is dying. The things that haven't been working for the collective, a lot of the things that we're grumbling about with capitalism or the same uh, old relationships that no longer fit us, old ways of seeing ourselves that aren't really true. Things are dying, but that means that everything that's not us is starting to rot and peel away. leaving only the very core of who we are. And once we understand ourselves, we can be reborn. This is the first step in rebirth. It's an endless cycle, it's an endless process. And that's part of the trick. We think death is something horrible, but it's an absolute blessing. It's the first stage of birth. It's the first stage of total and complete renewal. And that's where the trick comes in. Uh, my book described this card, the Mercury Energy, as an emerald hall of mirrors. So kind of keep that in mind. There's a lot of illusion going on right now, a lot of trickery, a lot of genius behind the scenes. But the old is dying. We're getting messages from Spirit about what that means and what can be salvaged, what's being reborn. So don't fear the Reaper, you guys. It really is the first stage of rebirth and a wonderful transformation. There are so many blessings in this darkness, in this space. That's what winter is all about, right? Seeds germinating in the darkness that are going to burst forth into the sun very, very soon. I hope this helps, give you a little bit of guidance. Listen for those messages from Spirit, because in this dark place, everything's just a little bit clearer, and we can receive those signals a little bit easier. Blessings, guys. Love you.